Hello, friends. I am here with the explanation of a gerund. The way we did finite and non finite verbs. So, non finite verb, one of them is gerund as well. So, gerund is ing form of the verb that acts as a noun. It's very confusing for the kids. Sometimes they are not able to differentiate between the main verb and the gerund. You just have to see that gerund looks like a verb like swimming. Like I have taken an example of swimming. So, swimming, otherwise, if I say I am swimming, that is a main verb. But if I say swimming is a good exercise, so swimming over here is acting as a noun. Swimming is a good exercise acting as a subject. So, gerund actually is ing form of the verb that looks like a verb but acts as a noun. So, ing form of the verb that acts as a noun is a gerund. Simple. So, swimming is a good exercise. Swimming is acting as a noun over here, acting as a subject, so it is a gerund. He loves swimming. Now, swimming over here is acting as a noun. He loves what? Acting as a object. What? Whenever we get an answer to what, we get an object. So, swimming over here is acting as an object and playing the role of a noun. So, it is a gerund. Ravi is swimming. When I say Ravi is swimming, it is a main verb acting as present continuous. So it is here acting as a verb. Swimming over here is not a gerund. Please try to understand. Reading increases vocabulary. Now, reading over here is acting as a noun, acting as a subject. So it is a gerund. He loves reading. Reading over here is acting as a noun, acting as an object. So it is a gerund. Reading does not have any subject of its own. Loves has a subject, that is he, but reading does not have a subject, so it is non-finite verb. It is a gerund which is acting as an object. So, gerund, just understand I am repeating, gerund is ing form of the verb like reading, swimming, cooking. Sometimes these kinds of verbs, they do not actually act as a main verb. Uh, they have the role as a noun. They act as a noun. Whenever ing form of the verb acts as a noun, plays the role of a noun, sometimes as a subject and sometimes as an object, sometimes it completes to the prepositional phrase too also. I won't get into those details. The main idea is you should know how to identify what gerund is, right? So, reading increases vocabulary. Reading over here is acting as a gerund. So, this is something about gerund. There is a small exercise which you can do with me. Let's try it. Now, identify gerund and main verb. Riding a horse is quite delightful. Do you think riding has a verb? Riding has subject here? I do not find any subject with riding. So it is non finite or infinite. So riding over here is acting as a gerund. Riding a horse is quite delightful, right? So, first thing you need to see is, does it have a subject? If you get confused also, does it have a subject? No, it doesn't have a subject. So it is a gerund and it is acting as a noun. Ravi is riding a bike. So Ravi, who is riding a bike here? Yes, Ravi. It has a subject. So riding over here is a verb. It is not a gerund. Jumping over the wall is not easy. Is it written somewhere? Who is jumping? No, it's not written. Does it have a subject? No. So what it should be? It should be a gerund. Jumping over this wall is not easy. Jumping does not have any subject. It is non-finite or infinite, and ing form of the verb acting as a noun is a gerund. He started playing violin when he was 4. Now, he started playing. Now, started has a subject he, right? Playing does not have a subject. Playing over here is acting as a gerund. He started what? Playing. So, acting as an object. Object to the verb started. So, it is a gerund. He was playing cards, right? So, he was playing. Who was playing? Who? He. We over here have subject he. So, playing over here is acting as a main verb. Asking John would be a mistake. So, asking John. Whom to ask? John. It is a finite. The students were asking question, right? Over here, it is a finite verb. Camping is an adventurous activity. It's not given who is camping and all. So it is a finite verb. We will camping. It is a non-finite. Sorry, non-finite is an adventure. Camping is an adventurous activity. It is non-finite. Camping over here is a non-finite. We will be camping. Who will be camping? We. So it is a finite. So it is acting as a main verb. It is not a gerund. Camping is an adventurous activity that is acting as a gerund. So the word, try to use these words as verb, main verb, and as a gerund. Now I'm giving you a few words. You can use the word cooking, the other word swimming, reading. Try to use these words as gerunds as well as main verb. Once you do it on your own, it will be very easy for you to understand. And in case you find any problem, you can always write in the comment box.